for the representation, for the present, for the implementation for W, X, Y, and Z. 4 number of. One second. This is the C. So we can replace this. Okay, so you are saying that yes, exactly. If we see, because if we don't consider this, so if we don't consider this one replacement of with W, 4 number of, so obviously what happened, the flexibility involved with the PLA, we are not using this. So the flexibility is that we can reuse the outputs here. So here, if we replace here, so only three number of see. If we don't consider these things, so we need to represent all the functions in this particular application. We require four input OR gates. But if we use the 4 input OR gate, obviously the complexity will be increased. So what we have the flexibility, like if we reuse this thing here, we can take the size of the OR gate as a 3 inputs OR gate. So obviously, what we can do here, we can the total size of the chip will be obviously reduced. Okay, also the cost will get reduced. So this is the flexibility. So for W, X, Y, Z, obviously again we will see the AND and OR array. So this is the implementation, like we have already we already know that for the this is the type this is the way we design everything fixed or logic we will use. So but here for the programming we will program the AND array. Okay, so next, see so for W, what we want, A, B, C dash plus A dash, B dash, C, D dash. Okay. So in each and every input will go through the buffer and the inverter. So everyone please enter your scholar number in chat box. So every inputs will go from buffer and inverter combination. So this indicates buffer and inverter, which so each and every input will generate its complemented and uncomplemented form. Okay, so here this is it generates it directly, it says it generates A dash, this generate B dash, C dash, D dash, and now what we are doing, because we are reusing this thing, so we can also take this thing. Okay, so for this also it will one more inverter buffer combination is used here. So the first task is what, first level is and another level is OR. So we have to decide from the higher level, next second level, like how many number of ORs are involved, that decide how many number of ANDs we need. Okay, so how many number of ANDs we need, 12 number of ANDs we require, because the input of the OR gate will be 333. Okay, so W is also there. So obviously if we need buffer inverter AND array and OR array. So buffer inverter also it will go from, so W will also go from buffer inverter combination. So here the buffer inverter combination is there, because this will generate W, this is X, This is y and this is z. So accordingly we will program it. So the programming purpose, what is here, w will be a b c dash plus a dash b dash c d dash. Okay, so a b c dash ABC dash. Okay, so this is A B C dash. It generate A B C dash. Next is A dash B dash C D dash. This is A dash B dash C D dash. Okay, so this will generate the W term. Okay, next is X is A plus BCD. So A plus BCD. So it will generate A, B, C, D. Okay. It will not be utilized here. Next is A dash B plus CD plus B dash C dash. So A dash B, this is C, D and B dash D dash. So this is generate, it gives Y, and for Z, W plus A C D C dash D dash. So W we know we have already taken. So here this will also here use W, and remainings are plus C dash D and A, and plus A dash B dash C dash and D. So this generate Z. Okay. So whatever is cross mark, those are the fuse intact, and whatever is not there, that is, those are the blown away. Those are the break. We have already break those connections. Okay. Any doubt? Anyone? Because this is if you understand about this PLDs, so your second unit is complete now. Anyone? Yes, I will share the PPT. Okay. Number of output bits is variable. Number of output bits is no. Number of output bits are not variable. See, number of output bits is why number of output will be variable. Output is generated by the combination of the inputs. Okay, so those we have to decide the combination of the input which is for which your Boolean function is true. We have to decide those things. So we are doing this using this anti-fuse and fusing technique. It's not like we are doing. It is done by the manufacturer. Clear? The inputs are not variable actually. Bits are already fixed. So bits are decided by the size of those whatever Boolean expression is there. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. You are asking about that question. Yes. If the number of no, you have to take the uniform number of bits for input, uniform number of bits for output. Okay. See, what are you taking this as a? See, the number of what I am saying, 3 bits. So numbers, the number which is indicated by the 3 bits. if 3 number of bits are involved, how many numbers will be there? Tell me. Anyone tell me if you have a doubt. 2 to the power 3. If 3 bits are there, how many it will generate how many number in decimal? 2 to the power 3, 8 numbers. Obviously, that 8 you need to convert it in binary. Clear? What I am saying, 3 bits number is there, 3 bits number. So maximum number of what is the maximum number which is indicated by which we can which is represented by 3 bits? Obviously, it is. What is the maximum number? Tell me. 7. Okay, 0 to 7. So 0 to 7 we have to square. Not every 100 is 100 is in terms of binary. We don't need, you are not squaring in terms of binary. We are squaring in terms of decimal, because as a human we understand only decimal thing. We don't understand those binary terms. We are trying to understand, but we are not dealing with the computer dealing with the binary things. We always deal with decimal. So as a human, I am giving you a task that if I am giving you one task, so how can you implement certain circuitry, certain design which can generate the square? Okay, right? 3 bits. I think now it's clear to everyone how to design. Okay, so we'll see in the next lecture if you are able, if you would be able to solve this question. We'll start the next unit, which is sequential circuit. Okay, so today we have completed the second unit, which is the combination circuit part, implementation of the combination circuit with the use of gates and all. So we'll see in the next lecture about the combinational sequential circuitry.